Hey YouTube, how's it going? And welcome back to another video.
Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it.
Today I'm doing 12 tips and advice for college athletes. And I kind of brainstormed a couple things down to figure out what am I going to actually explain. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of how my life goes, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what works and what don't work, if that makes sense. So with that being said, the first question is, what does your typical daily schedule look like and what helps you get through the week? My typical daily schedule is a bit weird throughout the week depending on the day. I have a lot of spare time, but not really, because I have classes in the morning from 9:30 to 10:50. Then some days there's classes from 11 to 12:15. One of my classes are very long. I have time to eat. Then I have practice at 3:30. Then we got weights on Monday. So then I do weights. So yeah, it's pretty, I do a lot, but not really. In my eyes, I really don't. But what gets me through the week is I use this app called Structure. It's where I can put my schedule down on the app and bubble out everything I did throughout the day. And then, it helps me keep track of everything, be organized, and make sure I don't miss a thing, because sometimes I do forget some things that I have to do, and then I have to pay the consequences. But that helps me. Or either I write it down on my calendar that I have in my room, and it helps me keep up with everything. So yeah, and plus I make sure I listen to my music, because I just can't get through the week without music, y'all. I just cannot. The second question is, what is the most challenging part about being a college athlete, and how do you stay motivated? In my opinion, the hardest thing about being an athlete is the mentality part of it, where we always have mental blocks, and then you got the parts where we're unsatisfied with our performance. So our mind do this thing called self-sabotaging, where we tell ourselves things that are not true when we know the truth, but it doesn't really, our body doesn't really show what we know, but our mind tells us things that we know we don't believe, but it tells us that anyway, which lower our self-esteem. So we perform a little odd because we're thinking that way. But what stays, honestly, I don't really look at anything as motivating at all, because yes, you can watch pros run or play a game, and then you get motivated oh, I'm about to go to the gym, I'm about to eat right, I'm about to da-da-da-da. How long did that last? Not very long. Not long at all. But I look at it as discipline. Even when I don't feel good, I still get up and go do what I gotta do, because that's what the work really shows. Because if you only do things when you're motivated, then you're not going to really see any progress, in my opinion. That's just mine. I don't know. When I'm motivated and I do like certain things, I don't see as much progress. I don't see as much progress as I do if I was doing it when I'm disciplining myself. And honestly, I think that is the biggest challenge about being a college athlete. But other people might say the balancing with the college work, and then also trying to make sure you go to practice at certain X, Y, and Z time. But I never really had a problem with balancing a lot of things. It's more so of a mental thing with it all in general, trying to mentally stay on top of everything while also not having the motivation to do things. But again, it really does take discipline to get the things done that need to get done. Next question is, How do you balance your athletic and academic commitments? Which is a very good question. What do I do? Actually, do the work as soon as they give it to me. Like, I don't wait. Like the essays, okay, I understand I'm not going to do it the second they give it to me because I'm in class. I don't like doing essays in class because like, it's too many talking, it's too many people, it's too many click-clacking. No. So I usually do my essay in one sitting. Once I start my essay, I'm not going to stop till I finish at all. I don't care what time is it. But I make sure I do my little assignments before anything else. Like I got an assignment in the morning and I got practice later on. I'm gonna make sure I do the assignment in the morning. And I don't let it go past like 12 p.m. because then I'm gonna start procrastinating and then I'm gonna start forgetting about it. Then they're gonna lead to being late and da da da. But you know, honestly, I don't find it any difficulty in it. But it does get a little difficult when it comes to, I don't know if everybody else is going to experience this, when like in the beginning of the semester is very light, like everything is light, but as soon as we get like in the middle of the semester, then teachers want to just throw you a whole bunch of assignments out of nowhere. And I'm just like, what is this? Yeah, I'm just very good at it and I find it very, very easy. And they got this little thing on our what is it called, Canvas, our calendar, where they show us the assignments coming up. I also use that too to help me keep up with things, just in case like I'm falling behind or like that, like, you know, to keep organized with my assignments. Next question is, what strategies do you use to improve your performance? And improve my performance meaning on a track. What I do to improve my performance is listening to my coach. I cannot listen to what I say because when I listen to what I say, then I'm doing everything wrong. I do a lot of studying other athletes. Like I do study other athletes. I watch a lot of videos and I take notes on a lot of my old performances. Like, let's say I just had practice yesterday, like recorded. I go back on the video and I see what I did, and then I go through the things I could do differently. And, you know, I was like, okay. And then I watch a professional do it, and I'm like, okay, so I see what I did different, and I'm gonna try that next practice, and X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I really do study, and I will suggest anybody to study their performance, have recordings. A lot of athletes do not record themselves, but I really highly advise people to record their performances. Yeah, and it helped me a lot because I'm doing a lot of things differently. Sometimes my old habits may come back, but I can always catch it and, you know, push it aside or whatever. Next question is, how do you stay motivated during off season? Well, there isn't really an off season for track, but we got summer, of course. Summer is the off season for track and field. To me, I think personally, do not correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, the summer is the off season because we have indoor and then we have outdoor. In between that, we got like what, 2-3 weeks before our next meet. So I really would say, okay, the 2-3 weeks and then the summer, how do I stay motivated? Again, discipline. Because that's the time where I really don't want to do nothing, because I just came off of such a competitive season to the point where like I'm so drained out, or like I'm so overworked to the point where I don't even want to like continue doing it mentally. But I still push myself forward because, you know, like, you know, I just got a lot to do and I really get the work done. There's a lot of things that needs to be improved throughout the break that we have so I can prepare myself for the next season or next year. So yeah, I keep doing the things that I gotta do, because at the end of the day, whether you want to do it or not, you doing it when you don't want to do it, your future self is going to thank you tons because now you're better than what you used to be, and then now things are eaten. Next question is, what's your technique to prepare yourself for a meet? As in the day of or the day before? I'm gonna just tell y'all both. Well, the day before, which is today, we have a meet tomorrow. What I did today was eat like a dog. I mean, I stuffed my face so good. I mean, I ate breakfast, I ate lunch. I'm gonna eat dinner tonight. It is actually in the afternoon. I think it's like 3 something right now. So I just came from the calf ate like breadsticks. I got some carbs, relax. But yeah, I eat a lot, and I make sure I get my vitamins. I make sure I get my nutrients that I need before the meet. And also I do rehab to prepare my body for tomorrow, because you never want to sit down the whole day and do nothing before you got to perform, because then now you're going to get injured. Now you're not going to be at your best. So plus it's going to be really cold. Well, not that cold, but it's going to be a little cold tomorrow. So I do the rehab, and then I use the ice, or I use my Normatex, and then I do a lot of stuff to target my shins specifically, because my baby's been stabbing me in the back lately. So I've been doing stuff for that, and then I be making sure that I get a lot of rest. I drink a lot of water, and I prepare myself for the next day. Following to the next day, the day of, what I do before the meet is I eat absolutely nothing. I mean, I eat stuff, but I mean like oranges or like a banana. I keep it real light. Like I don't even eat till we get back home, really. I really don't. Like, yes, you should eat before the meet if you can, but personally, I run better on an empty stomach. But I make sure I get my energy, because I really target my energy levels, like electrolytes or, like sugar levels. Sometimes I eat candy. I eat these honey bursts, thingies. I don't know what they call it, but I eat those, or I drink vitamin water, or like something, a banana, Next question is, why did I choose track? Next question is, why did I choose to run track at a collegiate level? I'm sorry, that took me so many times to even read that. Anyway, why I chose to run track at a collegiate level was because I am always about track. Ever since I was a little girl. I told y'all this before. I always loved racing people. I just always found track fascinating with how, like, we don't gotta kick no ball, we ain't gotta throw no ball, we ain't gotta shoot no ball. Like, everything is just natural. Like, it's just you running against people, but it's not about against people, but it is. But individually, it's just so cool how the sport is. I just genuinely always wanted to run track. Well, I've been running track since elementary, so I knew by the time I got to high school, I knew I was gonna run collegiate. I was gonna run at a college level. The next question is, what's the best way to balance your time between classes, workouts, and social life? Honestly, my classes are usually an hour and 15 minutes long. So I usually have a class, like I said in the beginning, I have a class in the morning and I have a class at night, like 5:45 to 8:15. Yes, I know, 3 hours long. But we have practice at 3:30, but we have a alternate practice at 12:30. I think that's the word. But it doesn't really, like, everything doesn't pile on itself, like it doesn't overlap or anything. So I scheduled my classes as much as I could to not interfere with my practices. So yeah, everything is pretty decent. And as far as my social life with the YouTube that I do, it's kind of like, I don't have a schedule on when I do these. It's more of I do it every week or every 2 weeks if I can figure out what I'm gonna upload. I do it like in the afternoon, like at night, or like if there's a track meet, I vlog it through the morning to the times to come home. Or if I do one of these talking videos, I do it when I have spare time, which is now. But yeah, everything seems to be organized, and I just schedule out when I have time. Honestly, I don't really write down anything when it comes to the YouTube that I do. I should start doing that though. My next question is, what do you wish you knew before your first season as a college athlete? Oh my goodness. I wish I knew about the credit and the grading. Like I say that every day. I wish I knew, because I literally came into college with a high school mentality. Not like everything else. I just mean far as like how the grading works and how like to bring up your grade and stuff like that. You know, in high school, you can bring up your grade with just one assignment. Like you boost down the grade, but you can always ask the teacher like, hey, can I do this assignment to replace that, or like to get the credit I missed, and then it'll go up like that. Like it was just like that. But then in college, once you down, you down. And I think I told y'all that. But yeah, once you down, you down. Like you can go from a 90% to a 60, and I'm telling you, if you don't get 100% on everything else going forward from that grade, it's raps. There's no way you can get back up to an A, honestly. Unless there's like an assignment where it's like 90% your final grade, then maybe. But if you got 15% your grade, or 2% your grade, 3%, stuff like that, yeah, there's no way. There's no way your grade's coming up from that. And it sucks because I let my grade drop thinking like whole time, oh, I'm about to bring this up. Like I can bring it up with this next assignment. And then when I do the assignment, it went up like 1 point. I'm like, and then I knew from there it was a wrap. And that was last semester, but I have straight A's now, y'all, so it don't even matter. My next question is, if you could do your freshman year over, what would you do differently? I would definitely, what I just basically just said with the grading. I wish I didn't play around as much as I did. Like I did not want to do work at all. Like it wasn't that it was hard. It was just the fact that I just mentally did not want to do the work, and then I let some of the work like fall down, and the grades looked bad, and then yeah. And far as like track wise, I definitely would have like worked on being more consistent and disciplined with my performance at practice before the season actually started, because there was a lot of times where I was weak-minded and I let my emotions get the best of me, and it really affected my performance at practice. So I really became at the bottom of the food chain, so I had to work my way up, and boy was that difficult. But I'm there now, y'all, so that's all that matters. But the next question is, what was my recruitment process like? Honestly, I don't even know myself. I was in high school at one of my biggest meets that I had. I think it was that regionals? I don't know if it was regionals or was it like a regular meet that I was there, and the old coach that used to coach here on the track team found me. It was like, hey, blah, 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 Latree, you seem like we like you, and I think you got potential, and da, 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 da. You know, the same thing everybody else be saying. Like, I'd be like, okay, another one, lovely. But, you know, I was like, I'm really digging, because honestly, I really wasn't looking for nobody no more. Like, honestly, I think I told y'all this, like, throughout my whole senior year, junior year, I did not know where to go. Like, I kept changing my mind over and over and over. There's colleges where, let me slow down. I just did not know if I was going out of town or not. Like, I didn't know. So, like, with getting offers that were from far away versus colleges that were around the area, I was balancing in between, because I'm like, okay, I was picking through the pros and cons. I'm like, okay, so if I go far away, you know, I'll be able to get a better chance D1, or if I stay here, then, you know, I'll be close by home, and then, like, you know, but I couldn't figure it out. And then I got people in my ear telling me things. With the type of person I am, I take advice very light. Like, I take it very aggressively. Like, you tell me I need to do this, babe, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna take your word for it. So I got my people in my ear telling me, like, oh yeah, you should go look at the money, look at your money. I'm like, okay, I understand the money, but we all know college is not cheap. So I'm like, how much you want me to look into the money? Like, I don't know what you want me to do. And then on top of that, offers. I'm like, okay, so mind you, I did not know how offers work. So whole time I'm thinking they finna email me like, okay, we want you to run for us for this amount of money. I didn't get that at all. Like, I was so confused. I'm like, so am I not good? Because I know I am, but all these colleges are reaching to me, but they're not telling me nothing. Like, everybody telling me the same thing, like, okay, we want you to run for our school, but I'm not seeing no, so, like, I'm not gonna run for free, if you get what I'm saying. So, whole time, I had to visit the school. I had to visit the schools to get told how much they want. Do it look like I'm finna fly to 30 plus schools to figure out how much they want me to run when I'm only going to one school? No. That's too much money right there that I'm not finna spend to travel around the world just to figure out where I'm going and spend another band on where I'm going. So no, I didn't. Yes, I got 30 plus offers that I did not know of, but you know, nobody was helping me out. So like, I didn't know. Mind you, then I feel like there's a little. But this is like the second video that the light them turn. But I like it the way it is. It's okay. But yeah, so Lawrence Tech found me, and then, you know, I really liked how much money they was offering me, which was a lot in my opinion. So I was like, okay, like, mind you, I was already finna go to NCCU, North Carolina Central University. Somewhere I really wasn't looking forward to going to, but, you know, like, where I was in the moment, I was like, okay, I'm going to just go anywhere. So I ended up going there. Like, not literally, but, you know, I signed. I didn't really, like, legitimately sign, but I was like, you know, planning on going there. And then, you know, the coach here called me, talking all this talk. He was really putting me on. Like, he was telling the truth. Like, he was saying, like, if I go all the way out there, I might not like it. Like, I get out there and I'm stuck. And then the coaches said, da-da-da. Like, you right. I'm gonna just, he said I should give him a chance. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you a chance. If not, I ain't going. Like, so, you know, they took me out to eat, and then, you know, talked to me about the process. First of all, I wasn't even gonna go. I wasn't gonna go there because, like, they didn't have my major. I was gonna go for sports medicine the whole time. That wasn't even what I wanted to do in life. I wanted to be a coach, so, like, I had to be in sports management, which I am now. And then it was like, okay, your program is coming in January. At the time, it was like August, July. So, you know, they were telling me, like, it's coming in January, and you can switch over. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't really care, because I'm like, okay, I'm here for track, not for academics. So I don't know. I really don't care. And yeah, after that, I kind of just like, okay, Lawrence Tech, yeah, we're going here, period. The next question is, what advice would you give to young athletes who are just starting their journey? I would definitely say is to lock in. Don't come to college thinking everything's a game. Do not come to college thinking everything's sweet. Don't come to college thinking you finna party and blah, blah, blah. Because honestly, it ain't even what you think. Unless you go into a HBCU and then they're gonna get you to partying and then they're gonna get you to eat whole time. I'm not that type. I'm not a party person. If I'm going to college, I'm going to college to get my education. I'm going home. So that's also another reason why I was okay with coming here. Even though I would love to be at a HBCU in some type of way. But the food-wise, oh my gosh, HBCU food, my heart. But in the people, and I feel like I would have had more of a chance having people to talk to at HBCU than I do here. So, like, I just, it's not really a problem. Like, I do advise y'all to make sure that where you're going is where you're gonna go. Like, don't go to college because of somebody else, or don't go to college because of your boyfriend, girlfriend, because your best friend's going. Unless your path or that school actually equals up to the things that you want to do and it doesn't interfere with anything, and but don't be going to school because you clingy with your significant other and you can't stay away from them, so I'm finna go spend this money to go be in college with them and then get my education in the process. I'm not with that. No, don't do that, please. Because if y'all break up, then look at you. Lastly, make sure you got God. God will be the only thing that gets you through college if that's where he wants you to be. The only reason why you'll probably be out of college because that's probably not where God wants you to be. God is not going to let you go through anything in college that you can't handle. So like the work-wise or, the people. Honestly, I would say stay away from the people and just focus on you. But it's okay to make friends for sure. But at the end of the day, you're more better on your own than you are with people that's probably going to bring you down and lead you away from where you're calling. But things will eventually add up, and things will fall in place and everything will be just fine. Just stay calm, get through the years. It'll be over soon, hopefully, because it's taking a very long time, even though it's actually April right now, so we're leaving. Freshman year ends next month, so I will soon be a sophomore in college, y'all. It's going fast, but it's going slow. But honestly, just make sure y'all mentally, please focus on this. Please focus on the mentality, because that's the only thing that's going to get you through. Because as many crash out moments I had, I can't. I can't. I'm so ready to go home. It's unbelievable. I need a break. College will grab you by the back of your neck and sling you across the room. I promise you, and we'll never regret it. I'm just playing, y'all. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video. And I'm going to definitely see y'all on the next one. Bye.